everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Eagles going up against the Giants. With that, let's send you up to MetLife Stadium. It's a snowy one in the tri-state area as we bring in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground and in the air. 3 inches fell overnight, and we expect more as this game wears on. Should be interesting here at MetLife Stadium, just outside of New York City. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Now our first carry for Latavius Murray. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On play action, now Manning. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Murray. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. So here's the starting 11, and the human highlight reel, Odell Beckham Jr., watch out for him.
One of the few guys in the league that gets you and I out of our hotel rooms early to get here for pregame warm-ups and watch him go through his routine. He's absolutely amazing catching the football.
Manning now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Eric Kendricks is another one of those bloodline guys in the NFL. His brother Michael also applies his trade as a linebacker. And Eric's trying to show him he's the best in the family.
Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Giants call on Brad Wing to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles take possession. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
LeGarrette Blount, he's at the 30. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount, 70 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And oh, it's blocked. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football, comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. Here's Brad Wing now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Taken in at the 22. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Big sack on second down. Now the offense needs to convert here on third.
Let's go. Boom, landed. Watching that body. Detroit.
They fake the give. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one's going toward the sideline. They'll try to play keep away from Beckham. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Red Allison, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Now a play fake. Manning going for the deep ball. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Fielded just inside the 30. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that's caught by Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, here's Blunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder, what's left to come? Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3-and-out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now Manning. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Eagles. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
All right, here we go.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now Wentz, and an alley to run. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throwing now is Wentz. Left side caught by Matthews. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often. Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Here we go now.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This one taken from the 7. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here's Murray. Oh, he bowls over him. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
That's a big league run. Takes him down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And down. And they're going to get him out of bounds here. Shy of the line of scrimmage, so that one's going to go down as a sack. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Time to step aside. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Murray. And some room to work. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
They'll come out in the pistol. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 4th and 3.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And they'll stop him right on. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Throwing is Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Wentz going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 43 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And when all...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Marshall will be the lone receiver right. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7th. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Wentz now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Wentz to throw. Flush to his right. Left side caught by Matthews. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Blunt. And Blunt loses the football. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Giants a first down. First and 10. Here's Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and there he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And you see zone defense, and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. He's got a man. Complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Again, it's Manning. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Their big tight end, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Wentz. He finds Matthews. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one. Deep left, looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you. Maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Murray, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Watching that body.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, it's Wentz. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Throwing is Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Murray, the lone setback. Throwing now is Manning. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now Manning. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
We know it's tough enough to pick up first downs on 3rd down plays, but when you go for it on 4th down, sometimes you're actually just praying And on that play, the prayer was answered.
Throwing on first down is Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On play action. Now Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. He's got time in the pocket. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
Now this time, Manning will throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Manning now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Steps away to his left. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Eagles are going to have a first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Olivier Vernon brings him down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 7 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Wentz going to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And able to break. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Manning going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Man 38. Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know